Hey, what's up? I'm Alex. This has been a long video. I was going to do this on New Year's, but I just never got to do it. Meta Gang gets clips. I was going to get clips, so I wasn't sure what kind of video I was going to do it with. But anyway, it's my top 10 favorite 2010 movies. Number 10, Extraordinary Measures. Obviously, it's a good, lighthearted film. It has that essence where what kind of movie you actually enjoy. It doesn't have like that plot where it goes everywhere in the movie, where it just sticks on one story and just doesn't move on after that. And I like that movie. I like that movie for new, and it's just something I like. I'm gonna relax while I do this. And it's just a movie that does that. And the next movie I was going to do actually breaks that rule. And number 9 is Shutter Island. It's a mind fuck watching this. And at the end, you try to figure out, is this guy in it actually in the thing, or is he just outside? I don't. It's a really mind fuck to watch this movie. Go check it out. Go if you just want this. If you're like in the mood for like a movie that just like there to blow your mind away, this movie will just blow your mind. If you're like me and people like comedies, I like comedies. This is one of my favorite comedies of 2010. This is Death at a Funeral. This movie's fucking hysterical. Can't get enough of it. Death at a Funeral is like one of my favorite gonna be one of my favorite comedy movies of all time. But hey, I'm not jumping the shark now because I'm not sure if I'm gonna do that video. Number 7 has to be Shrek Forever After. It's a great movie to end off the whole series, but I'm not sure if they're gonna do that because Shrek, and it's one of the icons like been through the 2000s. I think it was 2003 the first one came out, 2005 the second one came out, then 2007 or 6 was that the third one came out. That one's a piece of shit. Obviously, Shrek Forever After really does clean it. After the third one, it just ends. It's like really mind-boggling in certain scenes. Like, is that really supposed to be happening, or is that supposed to happen? But even though it's not like a plot story. It's like, what can you do with fairy tales? And I like the Shrek series for like doing that because they cross or reference all fairy tales in the whole movie. It's the basic. Because in Shrek 1, you can just tell from the storyline it's gonna keep on going from each other, and it's up there. Don't yell at me because I put this at number 6. I just think there's some other good movies. Inception's number 6. If you want to yell at me for putting this movie on number 6, I will admit I enjoy this movie. I will admit it. But I think there's some other good movies out there. Inception, I'm not saying isn't the best 2010 movie. Well, at least it's on my list to prove that it is my favorite. So again, I'm not contradicting myself. Inception, it's a good movie. It kind of like it's the same feel with Shutter Island. It's a mind fuck again. You gotta watch it like so many times, and I enjoy it. Inception, and one of my favorite movies of 2010. Action. I have to say, I think it's an action thriller more than anything. Number 5 to 1. My top favorite 2010 movies. Now, being me, you might think that predictable. You never know. I could be predictable if you think. Number 5, Kick-Ass. Honestly, dude, if you have a list of 2010 top favorite movies, I'm gonna kick your ass. because you know Kick-Ass has to be on the list, no matter where you put it. Kick-Ass is just that good as a movie. I love Kick-Ass. Obviously, there are some other good movies out there. Just these are the ones that stood out to me. And number 4, I have to laugh. I laughed through this whole movie. The Other Guys. What the? How you did? The Other Guys is a great comedy action film. Will Ferrell and Mark Wahlberg are a good team in doing this. He's like, you know, it's like throwing these two odd couple together, catching at this one guy. It's not mind-boggling, but the plot does have some flaws in certain scenes. They don't like really seem to find what kind of movie they're going after. It's like sometimes we're breaking the barrier of some scenes in the movie. I know it's like, I think it was PG-13, but really after watching this movie, you can really see how it was pushing to be a PG rated R film. But again, The Other Guys is a good film. Number 3 has to be Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 1. Now you're gonna be saying, Alex, why are you being so predictable putting this one here? I'm not saying this because Harry Potter is my favorite series. Is my favorite book series and my favorite movie series. Obviously, Deathly Hallows is gonna be the last Harry Potter movie. Part 2, I can't wait for Part 2. Don't even think that. If you know what I'm thinking, don't even think it at all, dumbo. I love Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows. It really is like a buddy traveler movie. It's like getting to see these characters outside from their roots, from Hogwarts, and seeing them somewhere different. Now, it's something that interests me, and it's like the whole film. It's like it's like the real journey that has to happen to defeat Lord Voldemort. Don't kill me! I have it. Number 2, Social Network. I love this movie. Obviously, it did win some awards. Literally, it did. The movie's just a good movie, obviously. And the guy who's in Social Network, who's Andrew Garfield, character he played, he's gonna be playing Spider-Man. Seeing how he acts in this movie, I can't really see this guy playing Peter Parker, honestly. But I will give him the benefit of the doubt. Is that I don't know what he's gonna do with the character of Peter Parker. Obviously, I just don't hope he's gonna like. You know what I'm talking about? Obviously, Social Network is one of my favorite films, but I might do, you know, this movie is really good. Though, when I first heard they're gonna make a movie of Facebook, I was really down on myself. Like, I thought this movie was gonna be on my top 10 worst film list, which I'm not gonna do because, trust me, I don't want to frustrate myself with going through that torture of rethinking all these stupid movies again. Number 1, again, I had a good heart growing up, and I remember Toy Story. Toy Story 3 is I love the movie. It touched my heart. I cried at the end. So, coming from me being 17, I just turned 18. I just turned 18, and I was 17 when this film came out. Now think about it. I grew up on this. The first one, I loved it. The second one, really didn't feel like it needed a sequel. I thought the whole Toy Story series, I thought Toy Story could have just been a single movie by its own. But when the second one came out, hey, it blew my mind. It was pretty good, and actually it did launch a Buzz Lightyear cartoon show And hey, after watching it a few times, the movie grew on me and I started to like it. The third one is just emotional. It's an emotional roller coaster. At times it makes you want to cry, at times it doesn't. But at times, Toy Story is a good movie. And if you haven't, well, excuse me. If no one watch this movie. Why you get out of that rock? Just get out of that rock. And I'm suggesting just go watch Toy Story 3. Buy it, rent it, I don't give a shit. Obviously, Toy Story 3 is the greatest movie of all. Toy Story 3 is probably the greatest movie out of 2010. Now, I'm actually going to be doing a rant on 2011 films, so check that video out next.